Hello, this is Dave and welcome to Equity Story. Just having a quick look at the ASX 200 on the daily chart. It actually looks really bullish. Good price action today. The market ended up just slightly up, but we're holding above that sort of really short-term moving average on the daily chart. So as long as we got this sort of price action, I suppose I can't really complain. And there's no reason why, obviously, we can't keep making more money. What I'd like to talk about tonight, rather than go through all the ASX, all those 3-year growth stories, is just pick out some that I think look really particularly bullish at the moment. And the first one I'd like to have a look at is obviously BWX. And obviously, BWX, I think recently they signed a contract with Boots in the UK. And obviously, if you don't know BWX, they've got the amazing Suikin brand. But again, the chart looks absolutely stunning. So I think this is most probably going to have some really interesting news coming out fairly soon. Maybe a decent report. But again, it's holding above those trend lines. Massive buy signal. If you're not in the stock, I wouldn't be waiting too long. I think this could go for a nice little run in the next few weeks. It looks very, very, very good. The other one I think I'd have a look at is, and I posted Rural Funds RFF. They had a really good report in the Australian, so I put that on Einstein's training blog if you want to read it. But again, it's just saying it's talking about the company. It's got some great growth potential, and also more importantly, not only has it got growth, it's got a pretty big dividend, 5.5%. So. It's hard to find good growth stories giving good dividends, so it's well worth a look at it. And I suggest if you don't have any of this stock, you should go on to the Equity Story website and read up about it and see if it's suitable for your portfolio. The other one, obviously, DPWH, looks absolutely stunning, holding those trend lines, and I think. It's hard to pick it a little bit, but if you look at this sort of, I don't think you get. That's a pretty bullish. I think if you drew a trend line, it'd be pretty consistent there, and it's sort of. I think this is now gradually working its way up to that sort of 320, even 340 level over the next 3 or 4 months. But again, I certainly think it looks absolutely stunning. And NVL. So these are the Green Cross people. This is. National Veterinary Care. It's broke out a few weeks ago, but I think it's looking very, very bullish on the charts. It's looking excellent. Got a nice, massive sort of nice little buy signal on the daily chart. So I think again, if you're not in NVL, have a look at it because for me, the stock is really starting to heat up. As is GTK again. So. GTK actually got a pretty nice consistent chart here, but I think it's just starting to turn its nose up and have a little bit of a sniff up here, a little bit higher. So for me, it looks actually really bullish. Might come back. You might be lucky to get a little bit cheaper if it dips back down, but certainly I think we'd really like Gentrack. We like Hansen Technologies is a company we've always traded, and it's a very similar business model to Gentrack, except. I think Gentrack is better value for money than Hansen, and has potentially got much more growth in it in a shorter time span. So, if you're not in GTK, I think the way it's positioned at the moment is certainly for me it's fine to get involved in the stock and to buy in now. What else I've got to say? Really, we do the Einstein's. Trending blog every Sunday evening, and we look at sort of stocks that have got classic buy signals. BLA went beautifully, blue sky for that classic buy signal. I think at one stage it was up about 5.5%, hitting record highs at 880 this evening. But again, great looking company, great looking trend, blue sky, and looks like to me it might even run obviously even higher this week. Again, FPH, it's a stock we're actually trending at the moment. Had a nice little run up today, retested that sort of 10-20 level, but again looks extremely bullish. and AJA hit record highs today. So I only ended up, I think at one stage it was up about 3%, so it ended up about 1.5% higher. But again, those classic weekly buy signals obviously doing their job, and good to see, excellent to see two of those stocks hitting yearly highs. Just very quickly, also I'd like to say the bullish stocks again doing their thing. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 of those bullish stocks all hitting yearly highs. So I don't think it's anywhere quite like Equity Story, the way we put our head on the on the block every week by looking at trends and trying to predict short-term price movements. But again, as you can see from what we put out on Sunday, we're starting to obviously do it again. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for listening to Equity Story, and I look forward to bringing you this report tomorrow night. Thank you and good night.